Alright, we got another video. This one is from Nate the Lawyer. This one is called First Female Mayor Gets 90 Days After Child Rape Conviction.
Remember the story of this small town mayor who got caught up doing some interesting things with her son's friends?
The teenage son of a disgraced mayor in Louisiana was overheard screaming that his mom, quote, effed his best friend after a drunken pool party where she allegedly had sex with a boy, according to reports.
Now for what's trending in true crime. A Louisiana mayor is out on bond after being accused of allegedly having sex with a
A Louisiana mayor abruptly resigns from office. Then within days of her resignation, she's booked into jail, accused of a minor while she was in office.
It's a very serious crime.
And the mayor was so bold with it, she even had her friends lying about it.
Roberts texted Clinton, quote, "I need you to deny it, please." Earlier in the day, Roberts' lifelong best friend Jill Weaver took the stand. She admitted to discussing keeping the alleged incident from police and texting her son, quote, "We lie till we die."
So her sentence has just come down and you're...
We lie till we die. Man.
going to be shocked with how light this is. Here's a message from our sponsor, Rumble Wallet.
Hell no, man. Come on, man.
Here's some quick background. This is the mayor of DeRuyter, Louisiana, 42-year-old Misty Roberts. Now, Misty Roberts is the first woman to hold the position of mayor in DeRuyter, Louisiana. Now, here's where things turn left. See, the Louisiana State Police started getting some real interesting reports that the mayor, the sitting mayor of this town, was doing some interesting things with young children. Now, as state police were investigating, the mayor decided to just up and resign. Mayor Roberts wrote, "For nearly 15 years, my love and passion for DeRuyter has been my foundation while serving as mayor. This role has rewarded me with many great relationships. I am humbled to have witnessed the hard work that it took a community to come together and overcome through unprecedented times. However, I must adjust my focus and priorities." Now, the letter didn't provide a reason for the mayor's decision to resign. Now, some thought the resignation was related to the police investigation, but no one was sure.
Council President Randy Larkin said the council is working to determine whether Clinton's leave is connected to allegations they have heard against her.
And the city council was considering launching their own investigation as well. But just minutes ago, during a city meeting, they announced they will not launch one of their own and instead opt for LSP to handle the investigation. So far, the state police has yet to release any details regarding the potential case. We'll continue to track this story as we learn more.
So the mayor's resigned. She thinks she's out of the woods, but the state police said, well, not so fast. We're going to charge you with a crime.
The State Police Special Victims Unit interviewed 2 juveniles, including the
third-degree rape. Contributing to delinquency of juveniles. Yeah, damn.
alleged victim. Both confirmed Roberts had sex with the one juvenile while employed as mayor.
So with these witnesses, the police had probable cause to arrest the mayor. The court issued an arrest warrant on July 31st, 2024, and Roberts submitted herself the next day.
At the time of the arrest,
you gonna do that while you was a mayor? The first woman mayor at that. You couldn't have. Well, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have even tried that. If you was mayor or if you wasn't mayor. You shouldn't have tried that, boy. I guess they won't have another female mayor for like a while then, huh?
Roberts' attorney issued this statement saying, "My client learned late last night of a warrant despite not being contacted to be interviewed prior to investigators obtaining the warrant. My client maintained her innocence."
So Misty Roberts claimed innocence. But as you know, she was eventually convicted. And here's the evidence that the prosecution used against her at trial.
The teenage son of a disgraced mayor in Louisiana was overheard screaming that his mom, quote, effed his best friend after a drunken pool party where she allegedly had sex with a boy, according to reports. The wild alleged confrontation comes as damning witness testimony and new evidence continues to emerge in the trial of Misty Roberts, the 43-year-old former leader of DeRuyter, Louisiana. Roberts allegedly committed the disturbing sex crime during a booze-filled pool party on July 20th, 2024, which she offered to provide alcohol for her son and his friends. Jurors heard from Jill Weaver, the best friend and former sister-in-law of Roberts, that she overheard the tense exchange between Roberts and her son after she was asked to come to the boozy party at around 8 p.m., according to the Lake Charles American Press. He was saying Roberts effed his best friend, Weaver recalled of the party at the Beauregard Parish County trial, in which she also claimed Roberts was the most drunk she'd ever seen her. Weaver would eventually text her own son to lie till you die about the chaotic night, and admitted she spoke to Roberts about how to keep the kids from reporting the alleged assault they witnessed to authorities. Robert's son told investigators in an interview played for jurors that he saw his mom having sex with his pal through a crack in a window, but said later in court that he wasn't exactly sure what he saw that night, according to KPLC.
So now you have all that evidence, all that witness testimony. You got a live victim, you have her son testifying against her, even her friend has some information, but we haven't even gotten to the text messages yet.
The shocked son texted his mom that night, telling her that his sister was crying, according to messages presented by prosecutors. Roberts also texted her ex-husband Duncan Clanton, according to a criminal complaint obtained by the Daily Mail. Quote, "I f***ed up, and I respect you enough to tell you, and I need to," Roberts said. Her ex-husband went on to testify that she told him directly that she had sex with the minor and that the kids had caught them in the act. Clanton's replies from their text exchange were omitted from the court papers, which also revealed that the teen victim's mother texted Roberts, asking the former mayor whether she could be pregnant. Roberts replied that she was on birth control, but that the romp, quote, "didn't reach that point in those few minutes to have that concern." Roberts then shared a screenshot of the exchange in a group chat with her friends, who urged her to take Plan B, an over-the-counter morning-after pill.
Wait a minute, so you have sex with your child's friend who was a minor. You're the first female mayor in this county or city, right? City, county? I forgot. Yeah, city. And while you're doing the act, you don't think of like a plan B, a contraceptive, like a condom, plan B, birth control. You just did it raw? Man, you had no plan whatsoever, gang.
A DoorDash driver testified that he accepted a request from Misty C to purchase the emergency contraceptive and leave it at her front door.
All right, so I'm just going to ask you guys. The evidence in this case, to me, seems overwhelming. It seems like they got her. The text messages alone bury her. And on top of that, you got her son testifying, the other victim testifying. Like, you got it all. So I don't know why Misty Roberts didn't take a plea, but she went to trial and she was found guilty pretty quickly.
Well, breaking news tonight. A jury just found former DeRidder Mayor Misty Roberts guilty on 2 charges.
The jury deliberated for around an hour before finding Roberts guilty of indecent behavior with a juvenile and carnal knowledge of a juvenile. After that verdict was read, emotions came out in the courtroom. The victim's mother began crying. She was asked to leave. And then Misty Roberts began sobbing. Ultimately, also, after that happened, lawyers began discussing what was going to happen with her sentencing.
Now, okay, Misty Roberts went down. She's found guilty. It's all up to the judge to give her how much time. Now, we're talking about 2 felonies of doing some very interesting things with children. So at least 5 years at a minimum. And I'm thinking 10 years because it was so obvious, right? There's no question what happened here. This woman did something that was egregious to a child. So felony counts, years in prison, that seems fair. And really think about this. If this was a man we were talking about doing this to a female victim, I don't think it would be any question we're talking about years in prison. But here is what the judge did in this particular case. Now, before we get to the clip, tell me if you're talking 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever your number is.
Watch they give her ass 2 years probation.
Put it in the comment section, because here's what happened.
Yeah, Cynthia, Misty Roberts was sentenced to a 5-year suspended sentence and a mandatory 90 days in jail, meaning that she'll only have to spend 90 days in jail starting today.
You heard that right.
Well, I was off a little bit. She spent some days in jail. But she got 90 days in jail and a suspended 5-year sentence when she was the mayor, the first female mayor of the city, and she had sex with her son's friend who is a minor. She told her son to lie for her, lie on the stand. And her son even testified against her, and the judge only gave her 90 days and 5-year suspended sentence. Let this have been a man though, that nigga would have got 20.
Meaning that she'll only have to spend 90 days in jail starting today.
You heard that right. The judge sentenced this woman who did this thing to a child and was concerned that she may even be pregnant 90 days for this particular criminal sexual act.
Now, we just heard in from the defense, who left us a statement that according to Louisiana good time credit or Louisiana law, she may also be eligible for some sort of good time credit.
Good time credit? So she may not even have to do the 90 days. This is insane. Matter of fact, here are some members of that community saying, what the heck happened here?
Slap on the wrist for a child predator, because at the end of the day, that is exactly what it is. That was one.
Oh God, they gave her a slap on the wrist for being a predator. They gave a pedophile, a person who literally had sex and engaged in sexual activity with a minor, a slap on the wrist. a 5-year suspended sentence and 90 days in jail. And that 90 days in jail might even be suspended because of the laws in Louisiana, that good law, something. So she might not even have to spend 90 days in jail. A pedophile is getting probably 0 days in jail.
100%. The first word that came to mind is that we were just disgusted and let down.
If she was an authority figure in a high position, she gets a slap on the hand. What if I did that? You know what I'm saying? I'd be getting maxed out. As soon as I'd get maxed out, no matter what, without a shadow of a damn doubt.
That's an insult to the actual victim and the family.
Now, how does someone who gets convicted of this get 90 days in jail? I just don't know. But here's what she said to the judge that convinced him that, hey, 90 days in jail may be more than enough.
I had it all and chose myself over everyone else. I'm sorry for the embarrassment I've caused my family. She also said her actions after the incident were driven by fear of losing her children.
This was such a shocking sentence. Even the local DA was like, I don't know what's going on. Don't blame me.
The Beauregard District Attorney released a statement saying in part,
Nah, when the district attorney even turning against the judge, you know something up. I ain't gonna lie, that judge and her, they friends or something. He owed her a favor or something. I don't think the sentence that was imposed reflects the severity of the crimes. It doesn't, in my opinion, represent the values of Beauregard Parish. Beauregard Parish? I think that's his name.
I don't think the sentence reflects the severity of the crimes. It doesn't, in my opinion, represent the values of Beauregard Parish. Roberts' attorney also released a statement saying in part, the judge gave the case a thorough review and that Roberts was, quote, sincere, strong, and apologetic in her address to the court. Roberts, the first female mayor of DeRidder, is spending tonight in jail. Her attorneys say they plan to appeal the conviction. We will keep you updated as that process moves forward.
I don't know what she's appealing, because you're appealing a 90-day sentence and essentially you're free for the rest of your life after doing this horrendous crime. And if you are to get it overturned and have to go back to trial, a new judge may say, well, hold on, that 90-day thing was good back then, but now you got to do maybe a decade in prison. In this case, I don't know why she's appealing, because the evidence seems overwhelming to me. But let me know how you feel in the comment section. Don't forget, like,
she's stupid to appeal. She's stupid to appeal, gang. She doesn't want to even do a day in jail. What a joke. Impeach the judge. Society's double standards are on full display and will never change. Why do we keep treating women like they aren't thinking creatures? We never seem to attribute the same malice to women we do to men. We treat women like children. Mind you, it's the same system that strips parental rights from fathers and forces them to pay child support to mothers. If this was a man, he would be in jail. No, he would be in prison for years and on the list. And I think that judge and that mayor, something going on.
You gonna love me. Now what you gonna say when it all comes past down? Girl, you're gonna love me. What you gonna do when all your love hits the ground? You're gonna love me. Now what you gonna say when it all comes past down? Girl, you're gonna love me.